Alright, day 2, attempt number 2. So watching the weather, we decided that we'd give it another go today. Rain is forecast, but the winds, the gusts aren't any more than 10 miles an hour, and the temperature's nowhere near. So for example, yesterday the temperature range was down to -7, -8. Today it doesn't get below 0. So bit of deja vu. But yeah, got to get it done, and hopefully the weather is a bit kinder today. I've hit the low-lying cloud now, or fog or mist, whatever you want to call it, and it's crazy. Like, as soon as you hit it, the temperature plummets fast. So although still roasting at the moment, chuck some extra layers on just to keep that body temperature, because you want to try and keep your temperature high rather than trying to heat up once you've gone cold. So you've got to regulate. Bit of a pain in the backside, constantly taking stuff on and off again, but yeah, there's nothing worse than getting freezing cold, shivering and trying to heat yourself back up. So just put on a fleece and a windbreaker and a woolly hat. Vic's laid up as well, if you can see it there. Still got her sunglasses on ready just in case.
You never know.
You never ever know. Right, so we're just coming up to the start of the CMD. Is there in the cloud? You can see that car. That signals to start. So not much going on for views. Like, I'm going to avoid that bit there because just over that lip it's a straight drop down. You don't want to go over that way. But yeah, really pleased with how it's gone. We flew up here. Like what? 2 hours and 50 minutes to get to the start of the ridge. It says the entire route, it says on commute that it should take 9 hours, but that's without breaks. So obviously we're aiming to beat that if we can. But brilliant. Here we go. Here we are, people. So I just want to highlight the importance of having a map to follow, because we've just come up onto what we thought was a CMD, followed a path down here, across, and then there's a very thin ridge going up there, and it is not the way we want to go at all. It is not. So I had a quick map check there, so I thought, I don't recognise this bit, and we had gone off track, and we come back, and I dread to think what would have been over there. We could have ended up in a bit of a sticky situation. So we've turned back and we're going to go and get on the path. So yeah, just massive. Always have a map, whether it's a paper map or especially a digital map that'll work offline when you're in these conditions. So yeah, safety first. Right, so that last little section you saw, that was actually going the wrong way. Yeah, always check your map. this is actually the correct way, which I think you'll agree is much less terrifying. There we go. Not bad at all.
Very different.
You happy with this one, Vic?
Yeah. Bit of feeling one.
Yeah. Oh my, that was. Just glad I checked when I did, because looking at that, we could have got ourselves into a position that we might not have been able to back out of.
Very sketchy that.
So anyway, now we're on the CMD.
Now we are on the CMD.
Let's go. Right, we are on the CMD proper now. Into the clouds, but a nice little start. Nothing too special, just sort of easing you into it. And I think after the route we nearly took and what that looked like, this now looks like a walk in the park. But yeah, it's going to take our time as it should. Wind's picking up a little bit. The thing we find with the CMD route is you've got the crest, and you've got a lot of side paths as well. So if you're not quite into the crest, you can sort of step down, and pretty much the whole way there is side paths. Now me personally, I don't like the side paths. I don't know what it is. It's a little bit of a weird thing, but I prefer being on the crest of something than a path on the side. I remember last time I tried some of the side paths on the side and I absolutely hated it. So by most part, I'm sticking to the crest. But how are you finding it, Vic? Getting it done. Well, how was it? Making good ground. It's I often tell people that the CMD route is a little bit like striding edge, but a lot longer. I think you'll see what I mean. It gets a little bit thinner than this, but there's nothing like major exposed. I think it's just because of the sheer scale of it, because it's so long. It's quite mossy, so you've got to be really careful with your footing. And in fact, Vic had a little bit of a slip back there, bless her. Just thought went from underneath her, but all good. She got good hands. Gripped onto that rock for dear life. But no, this in them conditions yesterday would have been absolutely horrendous. But this is actually quite enjoyable. Like a nice little stroll out. I'm always interested to hear what other people think about these ridges. Like, first time I was here, I was practically on all fours the entire time. Really didn't enjoy it. Whereas now, because I've done it before and much better with heights, I can actually appreciate it and enjoy it for what it is now. So, you know, some hands-on bits which I like. Nice foothold, handholds, and absolute leg killer at the end because you're tired anyway, and then the scramble up to the top and at the end is an absolute killer. Hey Biggs. Thanks to the unofficial camera woman. Yeah. Yeah, anyone thinking to do this route, again, I did this before riding Edging. They've got, as I said, if I'd done it the other way around, I think I'd have been alright. But you see down there, that's the bypass path. There's loads of them, so if you don't want to do the peak, there's a lot of paths pretty much along the entire route. But again, that for me would be hell on earth. I'd rather be on the crest. About halfway along now, as you can see, still cloudy as, but it is long. I don't know if it's the longest ridge in Britain, but I'd probably bet that it is. But I think we've got past the sketchiest bits. Watch now. But it's a lot of this. A lot of it's quite similar to the south side of Trevan when you're coming down. But, spoke to a few people up here. It's not busy, but we have seen quite a few people crossing today. But yeah, absolutely love it. It's just, yeah, just even without the views, you're not arsed. Like, yeah, it'd be like the top is over there somewhere, and yeah, it'd be lovely to see. It'd be fantastic to see, but I'm just here to do this, to do the raging. Yep, to get hands on some rocks. So we're going to get to a little section like this. We've got the paths along the side there, which is a no-no for me, and you've got the actual ridge. So I'll be going up there and across there. Would you prefer, Vix? Would you go along those paths?
No, fear the top.
Right, yeah.
Fear the top.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's boring.
Yeah, there's that as well.
Boring.
But I'll be interested to see what other people think. Like, what do you find worse? Crest of a ridge or little side paths? Oh god, can't stand them. So yeah, let me know what you think. So we're done with the ridges. Don't know what this is.
What is it?
I don't know. Just keep walking around it. But yeah, we're done with the ridge now. The last section, you can't see it because of the cloud, but it's just a steep incline. Like some people say it drains your soul because it is just a long scramble. But we're here for it. Just having a little flapjack, getting some calories in. I think you can kind of see there's some people on it. I don't know if you can see, but I'll show you on the way up, and then show you what state we're in. 159, my heart rate's on. It's yeah, here's a little bit of a leg killer at the end, or a soul destroyer, depending which way you look at it. But whew, I find sticking to the bigger rocks takes less out of you than the little rocks. Well, we've reached a bit of a plateau, so I'm assuming that's the worst of it done. Whew. Definitely good training for the legs though. Legs felt really good. Might be a different story on the way down, but that's it. We've done the ridge, we've done the leg killer at the end, up on the plateau, and then it's going to head over to the actual summit point. But we won't stay there long, we'll just literally touch the top and start making our way down. But so far, been absolutely amazing, loved it. Definitely one of the best routes in Britain that I've been on anyway. Just the thing about it, the ridge is just for how long it goes on to. It really does seem like it's going on forever, but like I say, nothing too exposed. Vic, you are now officially the highest person up in the whole of Britain at this moment in time. Right, we've summited, we've hit the top, we got a picture, and basically by accident I jumped in front of someone in the queue, and I just apologised. He was like, no, it's okay, you go on. So we took our pictures, and I said, look, for pushing in front of you, I'll take pictures for you. So gets his camera, takes a few pictures, him and his missus on the top. Next minute, goes through his pocket, putting his hand in his pocket, and I thought, oh wow, he's there. So click record on his camera for him. Next minute, he's gone down on one knee and popped the old question in front of everyone, and loads of people cheering and that. So absolutely mega that. And I thought I was just taking the geezer's picture. I know, yeah. Well, as soon as I seen it, I thought, oh, I've got to record this. Can't just take a picture. So I whacked record on, and rapid pressed photos as well. So I got it on video for him, and like, he didn't say anything to me. I had absolutely no clue we were going to do it. Oh well, that's just top. That's just so positive. That's so nice. Absolutely. Yeah. What a finish to the climb. You to be filming it. I know, yeah. So on the way down now. Going down is pretty eventless. It's just basically a long old path, but I'll take a couple little snippets just so people can see what it looks like and whether they'd actually want to come up that way. Yeah. Ben Nevis, highest peak in Britain. Well done. Right, so we're just coming down what's known as the tourist track down off Ben Nevis, and the problem I've got with this path, aside from it being incredibly boring, is that it's essentially man-made. Like if you look, there's the natural rock, and then there's been paths made. And I know I get it to make it a little bit safer for people and stuff like that, but it just takes away from like hiking a natural route. It's just been basically paved out, and it's pretty much like this the whole way. So I suppose it makes it easier makes it more accessible for a lot of people. I totally get that. Just for me personally, I wouldn't enjoy this going up it. So if you think the same thing, then you definitely want to try the CMD route rather than here. Like I say, I get why they do it, makes it more accessible for people, and I'm all for that. Just personal preference. It's just, yeah, not for me. Right, battery's running low, so this is probably going to be the last video, but look, we've finally been treated with some views. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. But we've done it. We're not that far from being down now anyway. We've just got to come off the tourist track, take a little shortcut across some river. But yeah, one last look. Look at that.
Look behind. Look.
Yeah. And that is us signing out. Peace. Alright, only literally do have a little bit of battery left. Managed to get one more video out because we're just finishing now. Treated at the very end to another little walk through this little pine forest. And who doesn't love a pine forest? But it's taken us, what does that say? 10 hours.
10 hours?
Yeah, 10 hours. 10 hours, yeah. Since we started, it's took 10 hours.
Yeah, but to be fair, it took our time on the ridge, didn't we?
Yeah, we took our time on the ridge.
Pictures.
It wasn't a race.
It was not a race.
Not a race.
It, so
Yeah, I mean, if it was a race, we'd have gone faster.
I've got a bad knee. So.
But yeah, all in all, absolutely mega day. Loved it. Ridge was quality. Water back is a slog, but now we get to have some nice food, some cold drinks, and a good, nice